Good evening, New Sarum. Tonight, Katerina wakes up in her room in NJ's house. And this will be the last night that she wakes up in this room, in this house. She's going to be leaving. She knows she has to. She has to protect NJ. Aaron said that she couldn't be around them. Living with them is definitely not a good idea anymore. She knew it was a risk anyway, but after what happened to Aaron, she doesn't want the same thing to happen to NJ. She gets up and she begins packing. She didn't completely unpack when she moved in because she wasn't planning on staying long. She's been here a lot longer than she thought she was going to be. But she likes it here. She likes staying with NJ. She likes being around her. They've been there for each other. It's going to be hard. It's going to be lonely. Being away from Aaron is bad enough, and I have to be away from NJ too. It's going to be lonely. And tonight I have to go to work. I haven't been there all week because she packs her regular clothes and she packs her work clothes as well. She packs what she's going to wear tonight in her backpack. And she takes some of her stuff out to her rental car. She'll come back for the rest later. Mainly so that she can say goodbye to NJ. NJ's still asleep. She won't be up for a while. So she'll come back after work and say goodbye. She gets into the car and she drives first to the rental car place before they close so that she can change out cars. And they ask why she wants to get a different car, and she says, "Oh, I need a feel for a different one. This one's okay, but I'd like a different car." And they accept that answer. It's really not too uncommon for people to want to change out cars. And it's not entirely a lie when she says that, she is going to be buying her own car soon and wants to get a feel for different cars. I just nod, and there's not very many left at this time of night, but she gets an SUV this time. And she moves her stuff from the smaller car that she was in to the SUV. And then she goes downtown. Not near where she used to live, but near the homeless shelter, near the park, kind of in between there. She knows of a motel that welcome those who want to stay longer than a few nights. She also knows that they won't ask any questions and they'll take her cash. She has quite a bit of it, having been working at the club for quite a while now. She goes there and she pays for a month for a room. She checks in, gets her key, drives around to where her room is, and brings her stuff inside. And it's there she gets ready for work. She takes a shower. She puts on her makeup. She puts on her clothes, if you can call them that, and her heels. She looks in the mirror. A beautiful woman staring back at her, but that's not what she sees. She sees someone that she doesn't even recognize. Someone so far removed from the person she used to be. What is my life now? What is this? I can't even be around my friends or they might get killed. I can't be with the person I love. She tries not to cry as it will smear her makeup. So she fights the tears back. She does see a little bit of blood in the corners of her eyes, and she takes a tissue or toilet paper and dabs the corners dry. Fixes the little bit of eyeliner that got smeared. I have to do for them what I need to now. I have to protect them. And I've got to figure out a way to get back. I just don't know how right now. Maybe this is the first step. Yeah, it's a motel, but it's on my own. And this money I've made is my own. It's a start. And she moves away from the mirror and looks at the time, and it's after 10 already. She needs to get down to the club. She shuts off the lights and makes sure the door is locked. And she drives down to that club in Little Ukraine to work her shift for the night. Thinking about NJ and Aaron, and more determined than ever to get back up in the society she lives in, back up on her feet, because she can't lose them, but she also doesn't want to be away from them for long. And as she heads into the club, she smiles at the bouncer and goes to do what she's been doing for the past month or so. And that's where this scene will end.